Hey everybody, so today we're gonna do an oil change on the Grom. I think this is, I don't know, 3,500 miles. We'll have to take a look at the bike, but we got ourselves an oil change kit off of eBay. Comes with a thing of, I went with the 1030. I think this is a full synthetic. They give you a oil filter and the metal ring that goes around the plug, and the gasket that goes around the little door. So let's get into it, and we'll see you guys in a minute. All right, one of the first things we're gonna do here is see how many miles we have. We have 3,422 miles, and I'm averaging 111.0 gallons. Usually it's 111.1. Not bad. So, all right, well, at least we know that. That's good. Also, look at this. This is what happens when you leave your stuff out in the sun. Look at this Pro Taper. I'm gonna have to get a new covering for this. It's all worn and sun faded. What are you gonna do? All right, let's move to pulling the oil filter out first. I always like to do that first. Hang on. All right, one of the first things I like to do is cover the exhaust, because you know, it's gonna get wet, right? So done this a couple of times. Just grab yourself some tin foil, clear off a piece here, like this, and then, you know, because your drain plug's right here, you just want to kind of cover this, right, like this, and then kind of lead it into your drain pan, right? Just make sure it's crinkled around there. Okay. All right. So now we're going to take off the oil filter cover. It's a 8mm ratchet. They do provide all the seals and everything. Good. Not very hard. I didn't put them on there too hard. Used to unscrew the bolts. Here we go. There's one. And two. These can sometimes get stuck. I found what you can do is, once you get these out, if it's possible, yeah, so you can kind of rotate it like that, right? Now you got something you can pry against here, like this, and it should just bloop, right? There you go. Then you got your spring. Don't forget your spring. What we're gonna do is, I got some carbon choke cleaner. Just gonna spray that down. Let's see here. All right, I just sprayed those off. Okay, I'm gonna set it aside. Like, here's the gasket that we got to get out of there. We'll pull that out of there in a second. All right, so some of the oil out of there. Sometimes these come out hard, sometimes they come out easy. You know, before I've used a pick, just whatever you can to get this thing out. You see, it's kind of stubborn. You need to get something, you know, behind here. Let me pause you guys, and I'll see if I can find something to get in there. All right, so we got two things to try. We've got a plastic trim tool and a screwdriver. You just really want to be careful. You really don't want to scratch anything there. Let's see if we can. Nope, that's not working. Let's see, can we get it? Okay. There we go. Yeah, just be really careful where you're prying. Okay. Alright. I'll take a little bit of carb cleaner. Okay. I'll just mop that up. Alright. Should clean as a whistle. Alright. And then we'll take that little screwdriver here and we'll get the gasket out of here. There's the old O-ring. Just throw that in your bucket because you'll end up not putting the new one on. Okay, here's the new one. Just gonna take a little bit of that used oil and go around the O-ring like that. Okay, and then we're gonna put the new O-ring on just like that. Perfect. Okay, so we've got that ready to go, and then we've got our oil filter. It's 15412-MGS-21, and the let me see if I can find the part number on here. I ripped through it on this one as 91302 something something. Anyways, if you're on eBay, whoop, I bumped you. If you're on eBay, there's pretty much only one kit, so you should be good to go. Open this up. Okay, you can see there's a rubber gasket. You can see that this is, this one looks like this. The hole's in the back with the rubber gasket. The rubber gasket goes on this little tit in there. So we just push it until it snaps. Then you've got your spring. All right. Get my hands off here. And then we put our cover back on. Try and get that thing centered, like I said, and then we can just kind of get it to go in place here. There we go. Okay, holding pressure on it. Don't tighten one side too much more than the other. Kind of do it evenly. And like I said, I don't crank these. That O-ring should seal it. Wipe this off. I always hold on to my old gasket just in case it got pinched or something. We'll see when we, start her up. Hopefully there's no issues. Okay. All right. And now let's move on to the drain plug. With this kit, they give you the crush washer right here. So, okay. So we got our crush washers just taped to there. It's like, don't lose it. Alright, so you can see why this is going to be important. The tin foil here. There goes the crush washer. Let's give this a smell. It smells gassy. I don't know. It smelled gassy the last time I did it. I am not going to mess with the screen again. I don't really think there's any big chunks or anything in here. And I don't have the see? As it kind of slows down, you can see it gets close to the exhaust there. So we got our bolt. Stay on, would you? Okay, and then we get our washer. We'll put that on like this. Okay, now that's ready to go. And then I think I'm just going to tip the bike up a little bit to try and drain a little bit more of that oil out. Let's do that. Straighten her up. Is it still dripping? Oh yeah. Alright. Okay. Now we will go ahead and put our drain plug back in. Again, don't gorilla it on there. There's no reason for that. Let's see. Here's the hole. Okay. Put that back in. Alright, we gotta remember we put our new crush washer on there. And then we're just gonna give it a little tighten. Like that much. Not much. Just enough to know it's not going anywhere. Alright. We're going to pull our fill plug. Alright. And let me get a funnel and we'll be right back. Alright, so let's fill this baby up. I'm just going to be pouring in the whole thing. I found that, I don't know if they say it's 0.9 of a liter or a quart or whatever, but I'm just going to be pouring in the whole thing. Okay. Full synthetic. That's why I waited to do this till I had a decent amount of miles. Like I said, we're at like 3,400 or whatever. And this is the actual Honda HP 45 motorcycle oil. Okay. Got that. We got our plug. Check the O-ring is still there and still good. Yeah, looks good. Okay. All right. And that's it. Let's pull this foil off. Pull this out of the way. Let's just wipe over this real quick and make sure there's nothing left here. Nothing left here. I think I'm going to need a new downpipe. One of these exhausts. They seem to only last so long. This one's a couple of years old now. It's looking pretty ratty. And I think I rattle canned it like a while ago, a year ago, whatever, however long ago it was. All right. So we're looking good. Everything's nice and clean. Let's start her up. Okay. Fuel pump on. Bike running. Okay, it's in neutral. Let's take a look. Check with our finger. Nothing down here. Nothing up here. I haven't seen any leaks around the plug. So, I think that's it. All right, everybody. So that's it. We did the oil on the bike. Everything looks good. The next thing to do is do the oil on the Rebel here. So we'll be getting to that. And let's see what else we got going on. I don't know. Stay tuned. Just see what we're working on. We'll see you in the next one, all right? Easy.